welcome to the second episode of... So today, we have Owen and Elsa from The Island Voices! You might have seen them and you've probably seen them on NDP, the big floating platform, or you may have seen their Evolution of NDP Songs, medley. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's great. It's like, 100k views on
Yes,
YouTube.
we are very happy. Thank you so much,
yes,
everyone.
If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. But that is the exact arrangement that we will be breaking down today.
Yeah. So exciting.
Yeah, so was it done by the both of you?
Yeah, it was actually done in this room. Me and Elsa actually stay really close to each other. So we got the brief by the musical director, Don Richmond, that he needed a big medley. We wanted a big medley as well. And yeah, we spent like 2-3 weeks in here, like 4-5 times a week, just meeting, working late into the night, coming up with ideas, coming up with the structure. The whole process for the draft, the first draft that we sent to the committee, took about 2 to 3 weeks.
Right. I think the first thing that I want to ask is, how do you even start? Because it's such a big project, and there's so many ideas that I'm sure that you have wanted to throw into this, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
I think we started out from just writing it on a book. Like, actually, I have it here.
Oh my gosh.
Let's.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh.
See all my rubbish and.
Oh my gosh.
We have like the list of songs here.
Okay.
And
Oh my god, this is crazy, guys. This is the first time we're seeing this and like...
Show them.
let me just-
It's just numbers on paper. That's all it takes, guys.
No, okay. So...
and this is like.
Yeah, like our members, like... so basically we... Oh my gosh, just bringing back so many memories.
Yeah, I know, right?
Destiny's
Okay,
Child.
the first one that we definitely think about is the three of them, Amirul, Izzati, and Kiona, because they just have this like very Destiny Child kind of vibe, and like that was the whole vibe that we were going for for this arrangement, like
very,
especially at the start, like
very inspired by like Beyonce's Super Bowl concert. We knew that we wanted to take this opportunity to platform a cappella in a very big way.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to put a spin on these songs that felt very high energy. That's basically we wrote down every one of the members' names, and then we wrote their style. So all the styles of music that we thought that they would suit the best. Because the thing is, in the Island Voices is comprised of a lot of soloists, and obviously, like for the National Day stage, we wanted to split the soloists fairly and appropriately, like to the song, because there are so many like songs that we wanted to cover. We see here like Ron has more of a slow ballad kind of voice, like a more gentle voice, which is why we gave him the solo that we did. Elsa, High School Musical. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Nostalgia. No, like Reach Out for the Skies is quite that kind of that vibe. So that's why we gave that to him. We gave Nari the Taufik Batista solo because duh. And yeah, the first thing that we started with was this intro. Like purely on MuseScore, like I write here a list of WoW songs. PTX tour intro.
Yes.
So I don't know if you all remember, but in their On My Way Home tour, they did this like, like gel like of all the songs of the album as an intro right before that first song.
Right.
And we wanted that like mysterious, like, oh my god, is this song? We recognize this song, Yeah, we wanted that. So I think we started with the like just to lay the groundwork, and then we added all these motifs
from all the different
songs. And we are very lucky that we had a lot of voices because there are a lot of songs with a lot of woes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Right. How did you or what kind of texture were you trying to build up here? Because you started with a very simple, just one note, just a single C, which is the most basic note, and then suddenly it just blossoms into this whole bunch of stuff. So what was the idea behind?
I think even starting in the key of C was also intentional. We wanted it to be just a plain canvas.
The purest.
The purest. So that C that C is now ingrained in my brain. Like every single time we go, everyone is like,
Yeah.
what? Whatever song it is. So we knew that we wanted Izzati, who has a lot of presence to her voice. We wanted her tone to catch like that in the beginning. And then you can see the middle voices actually coming in with the same.
Yeah, I love that actually. Even though it's like the same note, right?
It's the
It
same
adds
note.
so much more.
Even
like,
though it's
texture.
we wanted to keep it light and airy. But also, I think the word is like, it's not effervescent. What is the word? Like that like floaty, dreamy.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah. So that was what we were going for. So as you can see, like that we have like a bell tone here, like do do do. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do do do. Like I wanted a bell tone in there, but I also didn't want it to be like do 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 do. Like I just wanted just a bit more pocket.
Yes.
And then we have M coming in on the Tomorrow's Here Today. And then which is from Stronger Together, which was the one that we did. And then the whoa carries on. So when I try to put this together, I try my best to make each line not feel like a part. Yeah, I'm trying to get the singers to feel like, oh my god, I'm singing just another melody.
Yes.
I'm singing like another
Yes.
nice line that I can be like in total control of.
And it really
ownership.
shows because they
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
It sounds like they own the line, which is really nice.
Actually, I love the part where it goes whoa oh oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love
That's a little Easter egg that not a lot of people catch. So Ron actually has a part in Everything I Am. There's this. If you listen to the song, this is not a part that I think this particular is quite
not that
underrated.
famous,
Yeah. But there's this whatever key it is lah. But do you know? Have you heard Everything I Am?
Yeah.
So that part, it's just I realized that not everyone, no one is really taking that slot.
It's just an empty space, right?
Yeah.
Just,
So that is just like da 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 da. It's very pretty. Song for Singapore is my favorite NDP song, and we started the previous year's NDP song with that. So it was like, if I were to make it a big thing again, like I don't think it would have been appropriate, especially for the big picture of this medley.
Right.
So I just wanted to sprinkle a little Easter egg in there. Yeah. And I think one of the satisfying parts is when I go, yeah. So the cool part is that Amiro is not thinking that, oh, this is a harmony, you know. It's just this is my flag, we are Singapore.
Right, yes.
The perfect fourths of the Singapore. Very satisfying.
yeah.
Very,
So
very satisfying.
that B flat there, right?
Yes.
It doesn't fit in C, right? Usually you don't have.
Usually
that
no, but
how
to
did
me,
you, how did you
always.
make it work?
Just put the B flat on the bottom now.
Just do it lah.
Yeah, I think because when you have a B flat, right? when you have a B flat, right? Like your options on the top are actually still quite flexible.
Okay.
B flat is not far enough from C
C.
that it's like outrageous. So the common notes, like when it's like C, D, F, G, A, all these notes work on
Over
top
that
of
B flat, right?
I think the most weird one is probably E, but that will give you the quality of like that is the quality that I wanted to spell out.
It's
So
like a C over B.
C over B flat.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my way, we are Singapore. That is the So we try and use like
It gives a little
our home, and then and then so those notes just kind of
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then how did you go into the next chord from there?
okay. So okay. So we go to the 4 minor
In C
in C. I think we do the whole.
with the 7th as well.
Yeah.
With the E flat here.
I mean, 4 minor just on its own, like it feels like far from home, but you feel like it's going.
you
back
can
to,
still go back home, right?
But the thing is, the intention of this is like 4 minor 9. It's like 4 minor 7, you know, with with all the others lah. So we're taking you further away from as far away from home as we can.
Right.
Yeah, and then Ron going, oh.
Yeah, that was just honestly, that was just a moment of like, I have run out of notes, and I need something to, cause the brand and the sonic style of the group that is on brand with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like just sprinkling a little run in there just cause we want to lah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something that we never revealed before is that like we were told that we shouldn't put in too much runs. Or
Or you're
much.
specifically told.
I would say that okay.
Not too much runs. I think too like.
Okay, I will go with a very general statement that when you're working with something that's going to be broadcasted to the entire country, and then the people who are overseas watching everything, it's a very big scale show. While you cannot please everybody, we are trying to please a lot of people.
Yeah.
So basically, we were trying to make things balance between like showing our artistic creativity and also keeping it palatable.
Yeah.
So that's just something that we had to keep in mind throughout the whole medley.
Right.
We also wanted to that there will be moments like if you're an arranger or if you're gonna have moments where you just want to break the ceiling with
Just all
with
in,
all your
right?
ideas.
Yeah.
But there is also an art in restraint. There is an art
Yeah.
in simply simplifying things. Like the less is more. It allows you to do more later on. But yeah.
Actually, what I was gonna say is that I feel like I'm actually surprised that they let this through.
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things.
I think because we masked
of it.
this with the big picture. When we sent them the demo, it was about the whole picture.
Yeah.
When they listen to the whole thing, no one's gonna notice all the different chords when, let's say, the beginning is like the ka, 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 ka. Then it's like immediately
You
you
refresh already.
feel already.
Forget
And it's
about
just claps. Yeah. We want to run out of time, but the last chord probably is
Yes, I'm the money
is
chord.
what everyone is. Okay, so this is it. Yeah. Which is, if I were to invert it, it's basically the whole thing. It's with every extension. Every extension possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you decide to choose this chord? Or just use it?
We just wanted like a, for lack of a better term, like a very Jacob Collier sounding chord.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
At that point in time, we were very inspired.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe, I mean, Jacob is Jacob, right? And that sound, and we wanted that, like, not prove a point, but it's like a, this is not just any other arrangement, you know. This is like, this is gonna be serious.
Right.
That's the feeling like I get, like when that chord hits. It's like, oh, okay.
And it came
okay.
at such like an unexpected time because previous chord like was a F minor. And then
It's starting already. It's warming up to it.
Yeah, but it
already.
usually doesn't go to like a C sharp in the bass.
Yeah.
F to C sharp is a pretty.
Yeah, it's a jump.
It is a jump.
Before this, actually, it was supposed to go to another chord. It was supposed to go to a 1, is it? Is it go back to 1 or
I
go
don't
back to something?
remember.
Go back to something lah. There was another chord before after this one.
Yep.
And then I was like, I like this ending. I like this as an ending, and I told him that like, why not we keep this instead?
We actually did keep it, but we actually had two members, me and M, just two members change their notes up. So M actually goes up to the D, and I go to the G. So it's like, it's like. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah,
Good,
but like with extra like
Just every extension.
it's like we're bumping up some of the notes so that
Right,
they
Yeah,
clash
so she,
more.
yeah.
So it's not just a spread out like
Right.
chord in like the original voicings. It's just we try and mix and match lah.
I feel like if there was one place in the arrangement to do it, this would be the
Would be the
place.
one, yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
right before the clap section where you kind of
Yeah.
reset, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, and the
exactly.
intro was totally yours as well. So
Yes.
you had the room to kind of like experiment. Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on.
Yeah.
Singapore City bus. See Coquet and Raffles Place, the Esplanade TIV. The buildings are climbing all the way to the sky. The people are striving, people like you and I.
this was very intentionally arranged for like a like y'all go for it.
Y'all sing.
Yeah.
It was very like Lion King kind
Yes.
of. Was it?
Yeah, very tribal, anthemic. There were moments where we were thinking like, okay, this song in particular, like everyone is very used to hearing one version of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And if we were to do the original version, we would run out of space. Or we would end too early.
Yeah.
These ideas, sometimes it is a lot of workshopping. It's a lot of throwing ideas on the wall, and it's like no, and then in the process of this, me and Elsa would give some ideas that worked and some didn't. But it would be very obvious when an idea would work because we would have a reaction to it.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're
that's the one.
it's like it's like oh my gosh, yes, that's it. We have to do it, and then I would have to also transcribe everything.
Right.
Yeah, so this is a call and response in octave unison, just so that the guys don't feel left out, you know. Something I do not want to leave out is the bass line. While we were playing, like sequencing it, right, programming it, I literally was like I was literally doing that. And like, I was just messing around. And that kind of became it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think Logic does magic. Like Logic does magic.
Yeah,
we came up with so many ideas on Logic first and then transcribe it.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, everyone has a different process.
For sure.
I've heard once Peter Huang from Mickalya say that regular process gives you regular results. Yeah. So always try to like switch it up.
Yeah,
You know,
switch
like
it up.
Yeah.
But I think like especially for a cappella, it's just easier to kind of sing it into the mic straight away. Every time you have an idea, you just sing into the mic, and it's like instant, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, piano also lah. So that's why like these two, you know.
Yep.
Every
Right.
time you have an idea, just go and record.
And if you're able to sing it into the mic as a demo, you don't need to worry about singability.
Yeah.
Because if you put the notes on the music score, sometimes you can't really kind of imagine.
Especially when there's words.
Really works out,
You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna put One People One Nation on Logic on keys, then it's like bum 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 bum.
It's just different.
Just doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah. So halfway through, we actually split the three parts when the One People One Nation keeps going. This is the key. Sorry, I'm gonna get a bit nerdy.
Please
so
do.
the melody is na 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 na, right? But we actually changed it to na 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 na. Yeah, so the bottom line actually still goes right? But I'm already incorporating like songs notes from the relative minor over already. So
Right.
and then the so there's no big. I feel like it's easier to sing instead of I feel like parallels are a little bit like and we want them to stay in the highs of their voice, you know.
It gives that excitement,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how you have already envisioned the crowd singing along.
Yeah. And they are gonna probably take the melody anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we just need to establish the chords. Yeah, it's like na 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 and na 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 like that note will already be taken.
Exactly.
by the
And you've already
audience.
established the melody in
Yeah.
like, the parts before, so
Yep.
I'm very curious about Singapore Town. Was there like a genre reference that you guys
Literally Beyonce Super Bowl. We literally like this is what we envision. Okay.
Yes.
That is literally that is what we have.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like Beyonce's Crazy in Love at the end. Like
Also,
bow.
Also because we wanted to include this song in the whole arrangement, right? And I feel personally, like it was a little bit slow. So I went to speed it up.
Actually, this is it's really fast.
It's really
I've never heard Singapore Town sound like this before.
Yeah, then I was like, I went to Owen and I was like, do you think this would work? Do you think it's Singapore Town? And I was like, okay, I imagine Easy doing this and like this is easy part.
Just say it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The pa 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 are meant to they're meant to emulate horns. So in the stems,
Oh my gosh,
we actually have people. We ask the people who can growl to growl.
To growl.
Yeah. So we're playing around with like texture. So
Right.
instead of just like pa pa pa, we are like. Oh.
Yes.
Then my one also.
Yeah.
screaming into this microphone. Poor mic, man. But yeah, move on to the.
Raffles Place, the Esplanade TIV. Buildings are climbing all the way to the sky.
To the sky.
People are striving.
Normal.
People like you and I.
Yeah. So we were like. Yeah, we wanted that trio moment, like just three parts
Buildings are climbing.
unison first. We wanted, I mean, the
Destiny's
inspo
Child,
is
right?
Destiny's Child. And
The buildings are climbing all the way to the sky. The people are striving. People like you and I.
it's very simple, but it gives an impression that, like, when you do, I feel like sometimes this is like, you don't need to do so much, but at the same time we put a few notes in there that are just a bit like, oh, this is something.
A little bit.
It's a bit, yeah,
just
yeah.
a little bit. And these were the three singers that you specifically like listed out.
Envision for this.
Right,
Yeah.
the Destiny Child
Yeah.
trio, right. I also love the way the backings just go.
Yeah,
Yes.
simple.
Yeah, so simple, but it adds that.
And it adds the foundation because there's so much going on at the top, right? And
Right.
yeah, it's,
The buildings are climbing all the way to the sky. The people are striving. People like you and I.
We have a vision for
Switch out in the bass line here.
tomorrow. Just believe, just believe. We have a goal for Singapore. We can achieve, we can achieve.
Cool. First of all, shout out to Amiro for slaying this solo. When I give the parts out like to everyone, we sing out. Elsa would sing out the demo like bass line instrument. Sometimes we would put some of our ideas. Sometimes we would not. But I knew I wanted the hooey. It's just so extra, and I loved it. And I think I went. "And for tomorrow, just believe."
Yeah.
There go, just believe. I remember I went flat like on accident, and you were like, "Oh, we keep it." You remember?
Yeah.
Because you like the.
Just because it's very.
I think I went like just believe or something like that, and then I went flat
Just believe.
because I was tired.
It's very Christina, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that was the vibe. The just believe echo. I mean, that is a given. Okay, let me just play the BVs on.
Just believe. Just believe. We have a goal for Singapore. We can achieve. We can achieve.
Basically, what I'm doing is I'm splitting the Destiny's Child trio into one pattern and everyone else in another pattern. So the Destiny's Child on their own is actually its own thing. It's the first thing I came up with. Then Elsa came up with what everyone else is singing.
We have a goal for Singapore. We can achieve, we can achieve.
I would say that it's very directly harmonizing with the melody, and it's going down. So da 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 da, and I would have never thought to bring the other voices up, but that's Elsa's idea lah.
We can achieve, we can achieve.
Yeah.
I love the way that it started with just the bass. And the
Yeah,
beat.
yeah.
It's like the most like you could say bare bone structure in the entire
Yes.
arrangement, but
Yeah.
yet it works so well because I feel like all the while until here,
Yeah.
it's very texture filled.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you have this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's still groovy though.
Yeah.
Because we wanted it to be like not so like filled up or like grand in the beginning. We had this idea of just growing into like a mountain. It's like not a mountain, but
I
like,
think also sometimes the audience is not gonna think so much. They're gonna hear
Yeah.
they're gonna hear the solo. They're gonna hear the backbone. That's all they're hearing. Like solo and backgrounds, like and the instrumental, if you will.
Right.
So all the ornamentation that's on top is like. We can't guarantee that every member of the audience is gonna be like, oh, I hear all this, right?
They can
so
feel.
they can,
Yeah,
yeah.
they can
That's
feel
that's the important part.
Yeah.
We do all this to invoke a feeling. So yeah.
Actually, when I heard this, I really wanted to ask, like, cause Count on Me Singapore is such a classic,
Mm.
right? How did you like modernize a classic?
First of all, when we did this backbone of the cha 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 cha, and we carried that all the way, right? We wanted to carry it on like enough, to keep that like high energy thing. So we would actually just going through songs
trying,
that
yeah.
would plug, and then would that work here? Yeah.
But we had the whole idea of like this is like this year and then this year and this year.
Oh yes.
And
Okay.
then
So
And
it's
then we
there's a
structure into
there's a
that.
chronological element to
Yeah.
it for
Okay.
sure. Like we listed all of them out and their years specifically. So this Act 1 is actually, which is so funny that the oldest section, the oldest songs we gave the most juice
Yeah,
to.
yeah. they give
But that's
the
fully
most juice, yeah.
intentional lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like you couldn't revitalize the classics because it's like sacred, or like you can't?
I think that like we trust our musical intuition enough to know where the line is,
Yeah.
how far we can push.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of time I push quite a lot,
Yeah,
and Owen will be like pulling me
come
back.
back down. No, but that's good. You need
Yeah.
all of these types of
Yes,
approaches,
yeah.
you know, to get the best product. You know, Count on Me Singapore. I wasn't really concerned about this one because I knew Amirul. Amirul's voice it's like he would do it, and then no matter how like crazy it would sound, you would just sit down and listen. Like you would just
Yes.
accept
Yes.
like this is the reality.
Amirul.
You know, yeah.
Oh, I think we missed out one like Easter egg. Easter egg.
It's the Act 2.
Easter egg, which is the lyrics in "You can go chase in Singapore town and Singapore." If you actually look at the lyrics, okay, and Raffles Place, the Esplanade, and TIV.
Yeah.
That was me trying to push it, and then I was like, do you think they'll accept? 'Cause I was
Ask for
like,
forgiveness. This is
come
something that I
on.
learned from Don Richmond. You can cut it out if it's whatever. Ask for forgiveness,
yes.
not for permission.
It's your
But I would
original.
say, like these ideas that are a little bit like, if you have a question mark of like, is this gonna be cringy? Is this gonna be whatever? I would say bank on your members
Yes.
to
Own it.
own it and present it
Yes.
with full commitment.
Yes.
I feel like sometimes presentation can make the most mediocre or
Yeah.
most random idea seem so legit because you just commit to it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the delivery was very important for this
Yeah.
one. lah.
We can achieve. We are Singapore. We are Singapore. We will stand together. Hear the lion roar. We are Singapore. We are Singapore. We are Singapore. Singapore. Yeah.
So, Aaron is naturally a tenor actually. That's his natural voice type. Which is so incredible because do you hear how he delivers like the bass notes also? It's like he really practiced so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we took advantage of the things. You know, it would make no sense for me to write "We are Singapore" for Aaron. You
bass,
know?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, we split this between Aaron and Jayesh as kind of a nod to their like kind of brotherly relationship. Yeah, they go way back. They were in MDC together. So yeah, we split the two solos because we knew each of them were gonna be able to give something different.
And also their voice is so similar.
Kind of.
Do you realize like in NDP itself, right? You can't really tell like is it Aaron singing or Josh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded like
It sounds like the same guy, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not.
Surprise.
Yeah. So actually, Jayesh is taking over bass during that part. I do want to bring up the backings for this part because this is where it gets fun.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we have half of us going. We have the percussive, bright,
Yeah.
more spunky voices. I would say going Singapore.
Again, it can be cringy if you don't deliver it well, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All unison first. Also, I love the idea. I'm in a trio. I love the idea of just using trios as an arrangement because each combination of trio can tell so much stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I don't know, the aesthetic is it just works.
Singapore. 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 Singapore.
It's very simple.
Singapore.
And then the other ones, the little like the warmer, more I would say the more legato voices are actually just holding up pads. The original chords. And then the
This is my family. These are my friends. Singaporean.
yeah, that last chord.
That last key.
That
key
last
change,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I think that is also probably a chord that a lot of people have
Yes. I have
questions about.
to
Yeah.
Okay, so we are in D flat,
flat,
right?
yeah.
So da is the do. Basically, we wanted everyone to go to the do and split. Like there's yeah, or whatever lah. That basically everyone goes the same. The middle voice stays, the upper voices go up, and the lower voices go up by just a tone, and then they go. That last chord, the da da. At the very end, there's a
The B.
yeah. So it's actually in the old key is do ti, right? But in the new key is la le so do, right? So that Easter egg is just like the flat 6 to okay. In the chord it's a flat 9, so it gives you a B flat 9, right?
Honestly, your mind already switches to the new key once you reach here.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Because you're thinking of the next song already.
Yeah.
And then the B there is just to pivot into the.
Yeah.
Yes, on the bottom lah. I actually put like 4 notes for Aaron, so it was like dum 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 dum. But I like that drop out.
Yeah,
that
suddenly
complete,
drop,
like,
yeah.
it's the only D flat you hear.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
like
yes.
yeah, you don't want to
That's small.
overcrowd it.
Remember the days we set out together with faith. Remember the times so fine where we thought that nothing could stand in our way. Things weren't the same. The life that we knew had to change. We've struggled through our hopes and dreams. It's here we want to be. Let's reach out for the skies with wings. We'll soar up high. Our dreams will all achieve. We'll make our destiny.
Okay, I love you, Em. Sorry for cutting you off. So yeah, a lot of stuff that I like here. Do you have any?
Oh, I love how after that big section, the key change, right? It suddenly just went to bell tones
Yes.
with the small vowels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So what?
Is it tum or tu? Tum, right?
Tums, yeah.
So it's really just closed. The mouth is closed. Tum. Yeah.
What kind of effect did you guys?
Wanted it to go quiet, man.
Right.
Because in the grand scheme of things, I would say this is the first time that you get
It's
a
like a-
major tone shift in the
Yeah.
medley.
It's like a bridge. It's like
Kind of.
almost like a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it as kind of like Act 2.
Act 2, yeah.
Like we are
yeah,
entering the
yeah.
2000s.
Yes.
And this was like
A
the
new chapter.
2004
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah,
Before the
5, yeah.
And Ron's voice.
Oh. Okay, so I think the Remember the Days is a very tender, tender lyric and also tender delivery in the way that we all know and love it. So, I mean, immediately we had that in mind.
Yep,
the only concern was the
High-
key.
yeah, the key.
Because
yeah.
it's high. It's really high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, it
Immediately.
goes to the to change like the
Yeah.
C sharp and everything. Like we just wanted to be sure, but
But
I
we
mean,
both know that he
we
could
both
do
knew
it.
lah. We
Yeah.
both knew lah. Like
Just need to
just
know
wanted
whether
to be,
he's like.
extremely sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people when they look at this kind of range, they'll automatically like, just give it to like a female singer.
Yes.
Right, but then
Yeah, but-
if you go up to like the high Bs and the C sharps or the Cs, that's when they're
This
at
would
their
have really,
strongest.
this would have really worked with a female singer. I would say first, and especially when the male
Now
Mari-
standing.
that comes in, it gives. However, I would like to call this like the Mitch effect, where it's like
Yes.
it's like
Yes.
just give it to a guy who can actually do it, you know, because
Yeah.
we have that in our
Yeah.
arsenal. We have that in our tools of arranging. We have to show it off. Yeah.
And he did though, the lightness
Yeah.
in his
Yeah.
mixed
Yeah.
falsetto is like perfect
Yeah.
for this.
He does that a lot, by the way. So
Ah.
that's why we had the idea also.
Yeah. And also we were running out of girls.
Yeah, like
Sound clip that. And then
because remember we were listing down all the songs and everything, and then we were listing down who takes what solo and like how we imagine it, like how we imagine like each song to be delivered and like who takes what because of their character and their personality and
Yeah,
stuff like
right,
that.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, and we were running out of girls.
Yeah, we're running out of girls because we only have 4 as
Yeah.
opposed to 6 last year.
No,
So
but also this song was just suited for
Yeah
Ron.
lah,
yeah,
yeah
it's
lah.
just
the
Ron's
key
song,
that,
yeah.
that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
ended up in. Was,
yeah. Let's keep going. The 3 chord, 2 chord. Okay, so the dun, dun. I basically when I'm coming out with these bell tones, right, like 1, 5, 2, 3, that is like a golden voicing to me. Like the open fifth at the end and then the third on the top and
Yeah.
you add the 9 or like wow, very nice.
I actually love the bass a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's one note.
Yeah. But there's movements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the top notes are actually quite
this
wet.
this is not the one note. The one note is the later one. Yeah.
The second's at the top.
It's just like a piano line, like dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. It's very, there's that almost classical.
Yeah.
Actually, this part. Okay, so the first suspension is na na na, and the second suspension is na na na. The first one it will probably just give you like sus4 vibes for the 5 chord, but the end one is like na na na. There's a flat 7 there, so like there's more of a dominant thing, and then I go dum, ha. Yeah,
It
and then,
resolves in.
yeah, just so that there's a nice line. I like lines that
Yeah.
are like violin lines.
Especially when it opens up, right?
Yeah,
Tum,
yeah.
tum, ha, and then
Yeah.
it closes back. It's just like a little teaser.
Oh, this is great. This is great. Reach out. I mean, these are the we
Reach out
immediately
chords.
go to the reach out chords lah. The 4 over, 5 over, and the 1. Oh, that one is so good. It's
Yeah, love
na,
that.
na, na, yeah, it's the T on the bottom, and then when we go to the 6 minor, the 2 major. It's a 2 major 9. Yeah, these lines were written to lift it up, like to reach out. Yeah. Oh, the lines. So yeah. With a na at the end. I like this part. I love a good pad.
Yeah, I
and
know, me too.
Yeah, and I just like that it's not all just whole tones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like
It's
you know.
very subtle movements
Yeah.
that doesn't really affect the overall harmony.
And sometimes the writing lines like this makes the part more memorable for your singer. Sometimes, yes, you might think that doing more boring parts might be easier to remember, but it's not about the complexity. It's about just the sauce. You know, like that's what I heard lah. So, and it also
More
gives me a
movements,
bit
yeah.
more breath. Like you know, like yeah.
There's more space lah.
Yep.
It's good to have this
So what I'm doing at the Who, right, is 9, then back to the root. 9. Actually, this is not the 9 because it's a 3, but it gives the illusion that it's a 9 because you think this is a 5 quality chord, but it's a
Right.
3 at the bottom. So there's a rub here and there's a rub here. Very pretty. Yeah. It's pretty simple actually. And I also want to give a shout out to the soloist here because our dreams will all achieve. It's always, every time it's performed, it's head voice. And I was expecting Elsa to go to her head voice, but we were just experimenting and she was just like belting it. And she was like, you just take it higher. Yeah. No, she went like, yeah, like. Yeah.
I
Yes.
just want to point out how like Reach Out for the Stars is already such a classic in
Yes.
itself, and a lot of the harmony actually in the origin song already kind of writes itself.
Yes.
So
Exactly, yes.
the way that you just kept it simple, I felt was like
Yeah,
genius.
yeah. Some songs don't need.
Yeah.
You really don't
Yeah,
need to
you
add.
don't need.
Slate to
Yeah,
the song already.
but
yeah.
what I felt made this part work was how you guys voiced it, and the it's really the sprinkle of the
sprinkles.
extensions.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's just enough.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when we approach the voicing, when I approach the voicings, like I take voicings very seriously. Like I make sure that everything is number one singable, and suits like the members' voices like gloves, and also
Yeah.
the top note is always very important. You would know, like
That's
like,
what they hear the
yeah,
most.
that's
right?
what they hear the most.
Yeah,
So
I think one thing I have to say is that I always trust Owen with all the whatever, like the voicings, harmonies, everything, and he really like he take my idea in my head, and like if let's say I have an idea and then I don't know what I'm hearing in my head, and he's just like, okay, let me just try it.
And then this
he
person sing
just-
this, this person sing this, and it's
Yeah.
all.
He transcribed my head.
Yeah, in terms of the voicings, like this, the very easily got an M to just go like you know, like,
Yeah.
but it's like, I don't know.
Where are
I
you
think
gonna
it
have
just
that?
looks. I
Yeah.
think it just looks neat.
Yeah.
I think part of it is like making it clean and neat.
Some sounds just sound neater
Yeah.
or cleaner
Yeah.
when it's in a tighter kind
Yeah,
of voicing,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
later you open up. Yeah,
Exactly,
it's just
yeah.
that
Yeah.
effect. Yeah. So for the more like beginner, I guess arrangers,
Mm-hmm.
I guess one way that I look at it is arranging horizontally, which is like
Yeah.
singability
Yes,
and
yes.
having like lines or melodic
Yeah.
lines for things, and then vertically as well,
Yeah.
which is like seeing what notes are there in that specific chord,
Yeah.
like what you
Yeah.
have at the top,
Yeah.
what you have at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Owen and Els they've done a great job in integrating both of these.
Thank you.
And when you do both of these, your arrangements just turn out pretty and singable.
Where I belong, where I keep my heart and soul, where dreams come true for us. I want the whole to know. Shout it out loud that this is where I know I belong.
Yeah. So yeah, M on the solo you heard is freaking. It was very funny. Elsa sang the demo of this, right? And
Oh, it's so different.
it's very different. Like Elsa and M's not only like vocal approach, but the way that the music, they register music in their heads. I wish I can go and find the original,
I
but
think hers went right.
yeah, but yours was I want the whole world to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, both approaches. I mean, that's
It's
that
different, yeah.
that was the fun thing about this arrangement. Like, the fun thing about working on this is that there are so many different like a melding pot of
Inspiration,
everyone has
ideas
their
that
own
everybody, yeah.
approach, and
Yeah.
the solo everyone takes it very seriously because that's the main one, right?
Right.
So yeah, everyone knew what they wanted.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and they were like, I'm gonna work on this. Yeah.
Can I just say, it feels like an absolute like luxury to have like, I don't want to say a buffet.
Yes,
but it's kind of like a
absolutely.
buffet of choices
Yes.
in terms of singers and voices.
Yes.
And you know all of them can do that.
We're very
exactly.
lucky.
Yeah.
We're very, very lucky. And also, there's an element of like, yes, to a certain extent, we know that these are their strengths and everything. But when you get to that booth, when you get to the studio and you actually record them, it's like they find new ways to surprise
Yeah.
you, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that was
Yes.
that is the part of the process that
Yeah.
is one of the most
Right, those are the
fulfilling.
moments you can't like demo, you
Yeah,
can't
you
score.
cannot, you
It's just
cannot.
on the spot
Yep.
inspiration.
All right, let's just hear the backgrounds for this because I was very proud of writing these. Yeah, for this I'm actually just treating it as a SATB situation.
Yeah.
So there's the bass line, the two soprano lines, two octo middle lines, and two tenor lines lah.
Dreams come true for us. No, I wanna shout it out loud.
Okay, this part is quite straightforward, I think.
Dreams come true for us. No.
Okay, no. So all these Easter eggs are.
No.
Do you hear that? Yeah, yeah, and
I wanna shout it out loud.
I wanna shout it out loud on the top voice, very important. If we were to add a harmony above that, that would have been whack.
I wanna
And emphasizing that melody on
Yeah.
the bottom. Yeah, and that with the context of the bass, we basically took the original chord structure of that part and just upped it by a whole tone.
Yeah.
Actually, the that one, right? The it's split into two. It's basically me and Ron doing that arpeggiator thing. Is it? Yeah. I mean,
Man, if only I have the strings.
it's it's whack, but realistically we could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So it's like
It's pushing the limits for sure. But
Yeah, yeah.
It's totally within,
Yeah.
still within the realm of
for
singability.
sure. So
Yeah.
there's this and there's the string line on the soprano line and the
yeah.
yeah.
So the string idea that I gave him was like the game called for guy.
Ah,
right?
okay, so
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
and it start, right?
Yeah.
So that, and then like I sequenced the whole thing into strings,
Mm-hmm.
and then I sent it to him. I was like, "Can you make it into voice?" I don't know if you listen to a lot of like John Williams, and so they have this like a lot of this rising, and then it goes to, you know, it's kind of thing like very big, and
Yep.
that's the idea where it came from, the triplets.
I
Yep.
see.
That's how they usually have that effect. They use the triplets in. But then because I don't think we can execute it in triplets, so
And this is already quite intense. Already.
It's really quite intense.
It's
Because
already
it's
so
voice.
fast. Yeah, yeah.
because it's voice. Yeah.
When I first heard it, I thought it was like very like game music inspired actually.
Yeah, it is.
It
That's
is,
spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, spot
For
on.
guys, right?
And I think also the bridge over into a huge anthemic song. So Where I Belong isn't actually. I don't think the intention of that song was for it to be so huge sounding. Where I Belong is actually very. If you go and listen to the original, it's like morning cup where I belong, where I keep. But first of all, yeah. But the BPM is up, and we wanna soar, like we wanna connect it,
Yes,
soar
correct.
into dream. You know, like
Yes.
yeah.
This is where I know I belong. Dream away, take the world by the hand, 'cause tomorrow's here today. Dream away, come let's go right away, 'cause tomorrow's here today.
Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Oh
Initially,
yes,
Thank
that
you.
like the sequence. Oh, huge shout out to Peter for
Yeah.
for sequencing a lot of vocal percussion produced.
yes.
So
yeah.
and
And you brought back the trio.
yes,
Yes.
yes, and I actually add one more note to the trio
M is
because M is a
why
super
not?
soprano lah. So I'm just gonna play the trio's voices, okay?
Dream away, take the world by the hand.
They're just singing Dreamer.
Tomorrow's here today. Dream away.
That's very high.
Let's go right away.
Yeah, and then the rest of us are going
Tomorrow's here to dream. Right away.
oh my god, I totally forgot to showcase the away.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was like in the process when we were recording this part. It was just like, well, because we have the foundation built, but we
Yeah.
don't have a lot of ornaments built, so we were just like, let's just lay down 3 part. And then when I was doing the part below that, I literally came up with that
Yeah.
like on the spot.
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
just wanted to because I felt like it,
Yeah.
and also I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, okay, guess we're keeping it.
We have a
You
lot
hear
of
that,
those reactions, like
And it's the 4 chord, so it's
I love the 4 chord with that sharp.
it's
I've-
yep.
On paper, it looks very simple. It's just like a 3-part harmony and then like harmony. But I feel like the way that the 3-part harmony is being written is amazing because it's not your simple like parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The right away is the melody, right? Is that the part you're talking about?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
is-
Come, let's go right away. So normally like a default parallel harmony will be right away. So let me just it is nicer.
Take the world by the hand, dream right away. 'Cause
Yeah.
come let's go right away.
belting
Yeah.
into it.
Right away. Yeah, it's real hard.
Because you're on a D sharp minor
Yes.
chord, right?
Yeah,
And
so
then-
it's a minor chord.
Yeah.
right, and
Yeah.
if you have that little B there, it's
It's a little. It's like it could be better. It's not. It's not like.
It's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
It's just
There's
But
more
it's
right.
wrong.
There's more right option.
Come let's go right away.
also
Oh,
I have to
melody.
like is it comment like everyone belting this amazing because
Yeah.
like
That's the.
this is like almost the biggest part.
There's a right away.
Let's go right away.
You know what's really funny though? You know what's really funny? I say like, oh, you can't use the right away, but if you didn't hear it, totally will make sense. Like,
To dream. Let's go right away.
like it would totally make sense. But I didn't even go right away. I went right away. It's
Let's go right away.
very close. It's
Yeah.
The Dory.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
I love it.
Cool,
Three-part
cool.
harmony doesn't have just to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
man.
so much
yeah,
more you
man.
can do.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Experiment. And all you, if you don't know where to get started, right? Just sometimes all it takes is just when you're harmonizing with your friend, just stay on the same note or go a bit higher. That's it. That's all it is.
It really is. And then somehow,
Or
you get that
sometimes-
nice second. Yeah.
Or sometimes like when you are very used to parallels, right? Then you all the time you can sing parallels, no problem. Change one note. Like whenever you sing the parallel, change one note or change this note or maybe try a difference, like go higher, go lower.
Or just stay on that
from-
note a little longer and then
Yeah,
go to-
yes, correct.
yeah.
And then maybe change the rhythm a little bit, then come in later.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
So many things that you
Yes,
can do.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Triple harmony is not just triple harmony.
Yeah.
So let's go right away, 'cause tomorrow's here
See
today.
this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem. It's the voices of our friends. Come whatever, on the road ahead. We did it before, and we'll do it again. Like a phoenix from the
Okay, The Road Ahead, one of the most successful and well received NDP songs, I would say the past 5 years even. Basically, I didn't want to do too much. The Road Ahead, the three-part harmony that's written in The Road Ahead it's in the original and it's very hard to go wrong. And the thing is, it's a very almost choral thing because if you harmonize above the melody, like I don't think it's nice. Like the see this island, like
Yeah, no.
every grain of sand. It's so freaking high, right? But every grain. It's a very nice S8, like SAT. Yeah.
Like let her ring on top.
Yeah.
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 See this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem. It's the voices of our friends.
That's just a random line at Elsa.
I'll be there for you. No one
It's just literally
melody.
yeah, counter melodies.
The Inner
Yeah.
Heartbeat, right? Is the No One
And
Else
the
Will Do? Was it
Come
in
On
the original of Inner Heartbeat as well? Or did
In
you-
a it's in a heartbeat, I'll be there for you. In a heartbeat, no one else will.
Ah,
So just
I
remove
see.
that. Yeah,
Mm.
just to make a bit of
I love that
space.
sprinkling there.
Thank you.
Mm.
Yeah, that was just one of those like we had the list of songs,
Mm.
but in a heartbeat, like we didn't see it being one of the backbones, but we did see it maybe as an ornamentation.
Yeah.
Right.
And also I think previously we did the in a heartbeat I'll be there for you, in a heartbeat no one else will do. And I felt like it was
Just
a
got a
bit
little
much.
crowded, yeah.
It's just too crowded.
Yeah.
The second in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So I had to take it out.
And we wanted like all the guys to be singing that.
Yeah.
So you
Right.
realize that they are just there's a warmth to it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that's just when Izzy is right at the top as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's like the nice
Yeah.
match of.
Izzy is kind of being her own instrument at
Yeah.
that point. Just cause lah. So the part that everyone usually loses their mind about is this.
It's in the song.
That's where it stops in the original. So the thing about this, right, is that yes, you can arpeggiate things, but I think what makes it special is that they hold out the note afterwards.
Mm.
Yeah, because they could have very easily went like doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. But I wanted just a bit more seamlessness, a bit more coverage, and I feel like it's more natural to hold it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
because it's so fast, and this just gives you a second to like take a
Yeah.
break.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of like kind of like beginners when they start out, they just put all four notes in arpeggio in one part.
Yeah,
And
yeah, you don't have to.
you don't have to.
I was actually thinking that we could have put it in 4 different places.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what that was what he was saying. Yeah, but
Like-
I feel like
instead of
it's-
two.
I feel like
Yeah,
it's
so like
harder.
Yeah, it is harder.
it's
It is
harder.
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 And it's harder for no reason.
Yeah, it's
like without a
Mm.
reason. Yeah.
And your other singers are busy as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why.
I just want to point out the simplicity of the bass line.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rhythmic, but it works.
Thanks, Evan.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in the song, but
Mm.
Yeah, and also the rhythm is very full on the floor. Like
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
this, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice change also from the previous
Yeah.
one. And then it goes, so from dream,
Yeah.
and then it goes to it is bum bum bum
It's
bum.
it's so
driving.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people didn't realize in the original Road Ahead that there was this driving.
Yeah.
but it's very
There's so
subtle,
many
but
things
it's-
driving.
Yeah.
Hey,
But-
it's
Shout out to
y'all
Lily.
remember this?
Yeah.
It's there for a reason.
Yeah.
It is 1, 2, and 3. It's
Also,
Yeah.
I think like we don't have to add a lot of things in this song just because like the whole crowd is gonna sing it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's
They're not gonna
already
hear it, they'll be
so
busy
successful,
singing
you don't
it,
need
yeah.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna sing it and like
yeah.
yeah.
Also, this run 8, I'm sorry, like, I'm so happy with how, like, Kiona,
Yeah, I
like,
know, right?
Cause we were thinking, like, cause, I mean, I think if she goes, and we'll do it again, it's like,
Yeah.
that's usually the part where, like, the primary school students, like, did it before. Do it again. They always like cannot hit the low G, and we lowered the key some more.
Yeah.
So we wanted a way to seamlessly go up to the higher octave for the, and we'll do it again. And then that's the run that she came up with. Okay, we altered the melody when we're going to, and we'll do it again, and we'll do it again.
Oh, I love that pivot note into that new key.
Thank you.
It would not really make sense if we went back to the same key.
Yeah.
But it makes perfect sense in this.
Was
lah.
this the original key of Stronger Together?
No.
No,
No.
it's a half step lower.
The A flat lah.
Yeah.
Oh, but then you brought it up to A.
A.
Did it before, and we'll do it again. Like a phoenix from the flames, we will rise up. Like a phoenix from the flames, we will rise up. Like a phoenix from the flames, we will rise up. Like a phoenix from the flames. We'll fall through the night. We're the light until the morning after. Through the wire, in this fight. From the flames we will soar forever. We will rise, we will rise stronger together.
I will stop here.
I think the first one, the up key,
Yes.
we were talking about it a lot, and we were, and I was really like, I really want this up key, and then he he like totally made it work. I was like, okay, this is my idea, and then you just do whatever you want.
I'm really happy with how
Yeah,
this bridge
quite-
came out. It was, I
quite
would
proud
say
of
that
us.
this is the part that gave our members the most headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the proximity of the key changes
Yeah.
are very close to each other.
And they were used to singing like the original, right? 'Cause
Yes.
you guys
Not
did it
just
last
that,
time.
but like the note itself was like
Yeah.
it was challenging. Even for me, well, we heard it so many times, right? And
If
the
y'all
first time I
if y'all
sang it,
don't
then-
know, guys, we are in like the if you go and Google Stronger Together, like the actual song, like we are literally
Yeah,
the original choir, you know, like this is the original arrangement. We are
Yeah.
very used to singing this a certain way. That being said, we wanted to reinvent it because cause if it's anyone to reinvent Stronger Together, it's gonna be us,
Yeah.
right? So like
we're gonna make it our own. Like.
yeah, this first key change into A I don't think it's that hard, cause the
It's
alto
still
line
more
just goes like
natural,
rise up. It's like a half step. It's a rise up.
Like a phoenix from the flames, we will rise up. Like a phoenix from the flames.
Actually, the as the 7 of the root, because it's a 6 chord, right?
Like a rise up. Like a phoenix.
And it's a nice middle alto
Yeah.
line for the altos to very easily just go. It's easy for them to catch because this key change is whack. So like it's, and there's a lot of da parallels going on. There's like, and the key change actually, right? Cause rise up is the original, right? So right. So actually, when we wanted to go to rise up, back to the 4 chord, but the thing is the 4 chord is a major 7 chord. So I was thinking like, what if there are any common notes we can use? So and then technically if we went rise up, you know, if this was a chord afterward, it would still work. But
This
then
was
this was the original. This is just this was just me trying to figure out how to get there. Like yeah.
Because we had a key in mind at the end, and then we were just
I just got everyone to go up because I think the movement of everyone just going is
It's a rise.
It's
a
very
rise.
natural.
no,
I think
they're actually going down actually. Right.
except for sopranos.
Yeah, so they're going. It's actually the root. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
But because the sopranos are outlining the go up,
Yeah.
it sounds
Yeah.
as if everyone's.
It's natural, yeah.
So the chord is just. I feel like when you're changing key and there's like too many seven or whatever, that also affects like like this is getting a bit cluttered.
And
so
so like,
when
what
we
key am I really
yeah,
in, right?
yeah. So when we up key, like I was like, okay, let's just just like this is the chord, like just try it, you know.
Yeah, you kind of establish the ground.
Yeah.
Then you can color afterwards.
Yes.
Yes.
Also,
And
I just
then-
noticed that we started in C and then we went like D flat,
Yes.
E, F
Yes.
sharp. Now we're almost back at.
Almost there. But actually there's this is not Easter egg, but part that I really liked, just to cover it. Because in the original we could have just done 3 parts, right? Because that's what I wrote in the original, but I added this like right? So it's but I added a
Yeah, oh, I love that one. No, I love that so much.
yeah. It's just a doo doo.
We will rise up, flames, rise up.
That's pretty
Oh,
it's
I'm
pretty
seeing that note.
saucy. Yeah.
Like a phoenix from the flames.
Just adds layers.
Rise up like a phoenix from the flames. We will rise up like a phoenix from the flames.
It's
Right,
it's
yeah.
always the do-ti clash on the 4 chord.
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's the money
Yeah,
chord.
yeah.
And then this was basically the same voicing. I just went like up. I just select everything and press up, and then I try to voice it. Yeah. Everyone has to move in this. There's no common notes already. This is half step, so it's
Yeah.
like it's a bit tougher to do. Like,
From the
oh no, there is a common note. I purposely put a
phoenix from the flames.
So I the fa becomes the mi.
Like a phoenix from the flames.
Yeah, just so that there's a bit of like just a bit of like a
Continuity, yeah.
continuity. And the bass line, I love the bass line here. It goes. It's
Oh.
Phoenix from the flames. Whoa.
We need the womb.
Boom. Aaron loves his booms. So this is the same. Like this part, the Stronger Together is like the same version that you
Yeah.
hear on the original. Just a bit more present in the mix.
Yes. And also faster.
Light into the morning after. Through the wire. In this fight.
In this fight, na 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 na. There's still
Through the wire. In this fight. Flames we will soar forever.
this was like it's just simple 3 parts actually, or just
It's
simple
just good
simply
voicing.
it's just
It's
simply
really good
written
voicing.
stuff.
In this fight. Flames we will soar forever. Rise. Rise.
That has always been my favorite. Like that has always been my favorite in the original. So like the way this second chord is voiced. Yeah. Na, na, na. The closest to it is the 1, and then I have a flat 7. Then I have a 4, and then I have the 1 on the bottom. Yeah. And I think one more 2 at the bottom. Na 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 na. It's top note. The bottom one below that is na 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 na. And then we also have a na 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 na. And then na 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 na. Yeah.
It's always the do-ti clashes.
Yeah, the
over the
do-ti.
4 chord, over the
Yes.
5 chord,
Or the
over the
fi-
6
yeah.
chord. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like kind of foolproof, honestly. For like
3-2 also quite nice.
oh yeah.
That was so nice.
Okay,
I love the way you stayed on that note though. I feel
Huh?
like a lot of people would have just gone up.
He
that was the idea.
I think you went think you
I
didn't
just did a
hold
run.
it. Yeah, you did a run or you. And then I heard that. I think I heard that note. Yeah,
Something like
I heard
that.
that note. I was like, can you sing on that?
Yeah.
And then, cause in my head, I'm imagining
She wanted
producer
it-
things.
yeah.
Like I'm imagining the reverb that kind of melt into the chord.
Right.
Yeah.
That was what I was imagining. That's
Yeah.
why I asked you to hold it.
She wanted it to soar, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, I will try my best, because you can. It's like the start of the breath is like it's real right, and like I'm still going into the breath. Okay, so this is all the layers lah. Basically, we wanted a section of us. Okay, I'm gonna play it out.
The original.
Stronger together.
Soar. This is obviously a arranging trope in medleys where we have that you have a vamp and you incorporate like different parts of like different songs
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
we wanted
Mega
that
mash.
mega mashup lah. That is also, that's not rocket science, but it's also a matter of like, okay, what songs in the list have we not to? Yeah.
I was just about to say.
Because you had a list,
We
right?
haven't do
Even within this outro though, everything just fits.
Yeah. I feel
Like,
like we're
literally
not
perfectly.
overcrowding either.
We're not.
A part that no one picks up is Kiona's part. Just for fun. Yeah, and then just that one more. I wanted them to hold this note also. Just, I mean, it's in the chord lah. So
It sounds like a lot of songs, but it's so like
yeah.
smartly
I think
spaced out.
the intention was like I wanted it to be like you can at least catch it. I feel like in the intro it's a bit hard to catch every song, but this one is like you can sing all the different parts of the of the like the Easter eggs part in one breath.
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you
Also-
can go.
Yeah.
You know, like there's that element to it.
Also, I like secret parts where like what you mentioned just now, like people don't catch it,
Yeah.
but it's there.
It's
the
there.
the Kiona's part. Like
Yeah.
I think it's always important in a song to have one like all these secret things that like makes a song what it is. If you take it out, it's not gonna sound the same. But like it's so like.
I mean,
it's
the
so,
average
like,
person
in
might
there.
not notice, but
Yeah.
do it for the artist in you.
Yes.
Like,
But also
all the
it
arrangements and all.
creates a feeling lah. I feel.
Yeah,
like,
for
the
sure.
feeling is different when you edit, but then when you take it out, it's like how come
Yeah.
suddenly it's different,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
The change in that, yeah.
I feel like people watching this, if they've made it this far, right, they're going to go back and try and catch all
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things
I
that
think
we've
that's
mentioned.
the way I like to arrange things. Also, it's like you willingly want to go back and listen for
Yeah.
more times to
Yeah,
catch
yeah.
more things. You know, like not because we are throwing everything against the wall. It's just because it's planned that way. It's like it's
Yeah.
all nicely, neatly planned and executed.
And I love arrangements like this that like every time you listen to it, there is something
Yeah.
new that you can
Yeah.
pick up on. So
Yeah.
just now I drove like 1 hour to film this.
Yep,
And throughout the entire journey I was just looping this.
Oh my
every time I
God.
was like, oh, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like by ear,
Mm.
it would be quite a whack job
Yeah.
to transcribe everything because
Oh, yeah.
there's so many different parts in this. But I feel like with the score, it helps also like people to just visualize like
What's going on?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's intention behind every combination, you know.
There's somebody who asked us like for the score, right? Somebody asked if we could share the score. Well, here you go.
And I said no.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, exclusively here on Talking Taugehs only.
Yeah.
We're not giving it away. Please don't screenshot. And I mean, like you can do whatever you want with it, lah. But yeah, no. At the end of the day, like this score, I really hope, if anything, like having access to seeing the notes like helps you expand your vocabulary on exactly like articulating what arrangement tropes you want and being like, oh, that's how people do it, or that's how like he does it. That's how And
Sometimes you hear, but you don't know how
you don't know how to
did it right. Yeah.
All right, the big outro.
Oh,
I like the throwback to like the Super Bowl. The
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Motifs.
Yes,
Yeah.
motifs.
And it's just hits.
Mm.
Yeah.
love hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science hits either. It's not like boom, like with a lot of syncopations. It's just
on the
1,
beat.
2, 3,
Bam,
and
bam.
1. Yeah.
Like downbeat is always very strong.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel that's why we went for that lah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It will feel syncopated in the big picture because it's like
Yeah.
dun, 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 like,
But
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
But yeah, we have a couple of voices keeping the wah, ba, da, wah. That's very important. Yeah, I knew that actually the intro and the last few bars were one of the first things that I got done pat.
Yeah.
Like I got it down pat. Like I was like, this is how it's gonna start and this is how it's gonna
Okay,
end.
and yeah.
Like
No wonder there's that 首尾呼应. I don't know what's the English term.
首尾呼应.
The start and the end got relation. Yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like the start of story and end of story just
Yes.
Yeah.
is encapsulated together.
Yeah. Obviously, Home is one of, if not the most iconic NDP
Yeah.
song. But we do also know that it's done a lot. We wanted to just use the most important part.
And also I feel like it's enough like
Yeah.
it's so grand and
It is
it's,
really grand,
it's
yeah.
like you don't even have to do the whole song and the song just like kind of translates itself.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
kind of preempted it in the right before the outro.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
going.
Yes!
I will
Oh, I came up with that. I came up with the this is where
I
I won't be alone. Yeah. And then there was the vomit riff that
Yeah.
honestly I do not know what this medley would be without some of these vomit riffs. And this is one of my favorites. That's the one that a lot of people are like, cause you're going, this medley is still going, right? And then you think that it's gonna end, but the riffs are still going. It's like more is more in the best way.
Yes.
You know,
this is the
like-
one time that you can really more.
Yeah, it's like sweet. It's like, oh yeah, you know, like that feeling, you know, like
Your sugar high just goes.
yeah. And then we go. I love this last part so much, guys. I'm not even like every single time we sing it at NDP, like glory,
Yeah.
glory to NDP, like glory to Singapore. Okay, so as you can see here, the girls and the guys are separated. No, I'm home. That B flat is I feel like a great sweet spot for belting for girls. Like most female singers can sustain that comfortably. That B flat. While everyone is holding the B flat, and then the guys come in on the So the guys come in on with pads with a who and a whoa. So to create a small, we go small and then we go whoa, and then silence. So. Very nice. There's a 13 in there somewhere.
Yeah, I heard this.
Yeah, yeah. But this is where I know I'm home. Actually, I just intended for it to the two alto voices holding the B flat all the way,
Okay.
and the soprano voices to go and then that was the only thing that I wanted at first. I was thinking like let's take it out. I mean, going to the F, the is a bit like not needed, I feel. But I did think that having the B flat on the top,
It's just the
it's
extra
like
cherry.
it's cherry on the top.
Yes, it really was.
Yeah.
But you know what? So if you hear right everything together, there is an
Overtone. Oh my gosh, the overtone is insane.
Yeah, the overtone that
Overtone is insane.
they created a note on its own.
Yeah, so the overtone, if you have seen any NDP clips rehearsals from the past, right, especially before it was properly mixed,
Yeah.
that this chord on its own, there was this D6 that was just ringing.
Yeah, I was just
Oh.
thinking.
It was just like, and then I was like, no one is
no one
singing
is-
that.
no one is
Who is
singing
singing that?
I thought
don't-
it was in the chord until I
Yeah.
saw the chord. I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
don't have.
Yeah, it's
But
not. Let me try to see if I can. You literally.
The D.
yeah.
Yeah, you literally hear it, but it's,
Oh.
it's not sung. The highest note is
It's so rich.
really rich.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So the girls are screaming, love it. on, it doesn't get better than that.
It
It's
really
like
does.
it's really like girl power. Actually,
what harmony are they outlining it?
we are outlining. Okay, so this is the bass is going 4 5 flat 3 flat 2 1, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah, flat 3, flat 2.
Is this 4? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a
Mm.
yeah. So basically it's just 4 minor and then major 7s, I think. So it's like
Mm.
yeah.
It's a very
Oh,
Christmas
So-
ending.
It is a quite jazz-like.
So we did, it's quite
It's just-
it's quite standard, but we did this in White Christmas in our.
Ah, yes.
So this is like an
Yeah.
inspiration that we got
Yeah.
from White Christmas.
Yeah.
Like the arrangement that we sang.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's a Dick Travis arrangement.
I see.
Yeah.
It's a very classic jazz, like
It is,
cadence,
it is.
but
But we did this in the White Christmas ending is like da 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 da. Right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like these kind of lines that go to these notes, these
Yes.
borrowed notes here.
Mm.
Yeah. But the difference is that this is like all belted. This is all like full voice, like just
Yeah.
you saw and you stamp, put your stamp on the end.
Mm.
Yeah. I like Nari's note. Na, 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 na.
He's the only extension in that.
Only one.
The only
The only one, yeah.
Mm.
Which is like, I mean, like, it's quite cool lah that we gave like the
Yeah,
like
the
him
hippie.
the
But you
extension.
need that at 9 in that.
Yeah,
just
but we
need it.
didn't. That was the only place that the 9 would have made sense. Like I think the D5 wouldn't have made the
C5.
C5 wouldn't have
It's
made
too
sense.
high.
The C3 wouldn't have made sense.
Mm.
It's that right in the middle,
Because you still have the low B, the B
Yeah,
flat, right?
yeah. So it's yeah.
Mm.
Then there's a
It's right smack in the middle.
yeah,
In that cluster.
yeah, and then I'm just gonna solo Izzy's last run
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because
The fact that she doesn't hit the until the last.
until the end.
Yeah.
For this is where I know.
Mm.
So good.
It's very slay.
It's not just riffing without
Yeah.
context. It's
Yeah.
riffing in the context, knowing that that wouldn't have made sense
Yeah.
all the way until that last.
Yeah. I wanted her to go to minor notes actually.
Mm.
I wanted her to go like a I know I'm home or like a
Mm.
home.
The flat three
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah.
Intentionally, but the fact that she actually doesn't go to any notes that wouldn't work in the major context also.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Na, 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 na. It's like it's so, but it still like it still brings out the minor
Yeah.
flavor of it.
She's suspending on her own.
Yeah, yeah.
With the 2 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the best thing about her and her runs is that like every time we ask her like how she does it or like how she comes up with all these things, she just like I don't know, I just hear it in my head. It's like, just feeling it. Yeah. Just feeling it. Wow.
Isn't that annoying, guys?
To
No,
have pure
but-
talent.
So yeah, that is it.
Holy crap.
We've reached the
We've
end.
reached the end.
Yay!
Yay!
I really don't know what to say except like it's a masterpiece.
Thank you
Oh,
so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, they've broken it down in incredible detail. I hope that this will become like a knowledge pool for future arrangers and people can keep coming back to this
Yeah, man.
because there's so many ideas in this, and I just want to say that music has no copyright.
Mm.
Yeah, and there is no like label over any of these ideas that say, oh, you can't
Yeah.
use this.
Mm.
Feel
Yeah,
free.
man.
It's really nothing's new anymore.
And in fact, the ideas that we're using here, I'm pretty sure we've been inspired by.
It's inspired.
Yeah.
It's all inspired by future,
Yeah.
past
The
generations.
thing that will give you like not value but will set you apart is being able to articulate and put it down.
Yeah.
And then give it out. That is what I pride myself personally in. It's like I can take these ideas, I can split them up into where like you only have to focus on this one part and nail it. And if you nail that and everyone nails that, then it's like a vroom, I mean that is probably a universal feeling amongst arrangers and directors. But yeah, I'm very, very lucky that everyone brought their A game to learning this. This was not an easy arrangement to learn, and a lot of our members were very stressed out. We had a very, very tight timeline because things just moved so quickly during the NDP period, and out of a sudden, we have to be on the stage in 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And it's like the everything is not
recording
even
is
it's
not-
not even
yeah.
done. You know, like, and it's quite whack. Like looking back, it's like that's an insane timeline. But you know, we managed to schedule stuff. I still stand by the fact that this is one of, if not my proudest or our proudest arrangement this year. For sure. Like there's just so much, and to have it broadcasted, and for the whole everyone to see, like the views on YouTube aside, like I just got recognized, like on the way here to film this, I got stopped by the road, and there was this lovely like Malay lady, and she was like, "I'm so sorry, are you Owen Lee, like from the Island Voices?" And I was like, "Hi, yes, I am." And then she was like, I'm a huge fan. My daughter is 3. We literally listen to Evolution of NDP Songs every day.
Oh, so sweet.
And I was almost like what are the chances that the day that I come
Yeah, they should
Yeah,
come
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
this.
yeah, and then we took a picture and everything, but that was like, sometimes you do all the work and not always do you see like the immediate response. There are a lot of comments on social media, but
To have it in person.
to have it in person is something
It
different.
really cements that your work is appreciated.
And you know, like it reminds us that we can't really even comprehend how many households this video has
Yeah.
been in, and like, and this is all homegrown talent in
Yes.
Singapore. You know, like it's something that like, music aside, the impact that it's had afterwards, it is pretty magical. So yeah. And thanks for giving us the platform to
No,
talk
please,
about
thank
it.
you so much for coming to talk about this.
Of
I think
course.
we probably busted the time limit but
I
there's
don't
so
care.
much in there that I want
You know
to
what?
keep.
You can always do a part 1, part 2.
Keep them in, coming back for more. Just to wrap things up, I think Owen and Elsa, they have an immense talent for like recognizing what their singers can do and really like giving them parts that will showcase their abilities to their full potential. And one thing I really, really adore is how in this arrangement they are arranging with like everything in mind, from production to choreography to the crowd to performing it on stage at NDP. It's really like comprehensive. Like you can tell in every section that they have envisioned how it's like to be performed live. And that is an amazing skill in itself.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
I'm glad that you appreciate it in that deeply too, because it's like I have an inner nerd in me, and I know that the inner nerd in you is
Screaming.
you know like connecting with this, and I'm like, for all the nerds out there, I have also looked up to so many arrangements, and learned from that. So if we can inspire like anyone to strive for excellence. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching, everyone. That's all for
Peace.
today's episode. See you on the next episode of
Talking Taugehs.